Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so this is going to be today's topic, and that card came out really funny. So this is for the 7th, and we have the card of forgiveness, and it really wanted to present itself. I mean, I didn't even get a shuffle, and it just tumbled its way right out. So we may have someone that is actually asking for forgiveness from the stars and the moon above. We may have somebody that is sending out a thought to a certain someone who they're not nearby or in connection with, but they are asking for forgiveness from that person nonetheless. Like, universe, please get my message to them. Please tell them I'm sorry. Please tell them, you know, I I wish I had done something different there. Let me ask this: if this character is either imploring the universe to forgive them, or if they are asking the universe to help them send a message to someone. Let's first see if we can define that. It could also be that they are giving forgiveness to the universe. If somebody was mad at the universe for a period of time. No, they're trying to send this message onward. Okay, so they're asking the universe, because this is like Poseidon, Neptune, god of the sea. Chariot is, the movement forward. This is someone who has probably some great remorse, who would like to send a message asking someone to forgive them, but they're asking the universe, please help me send this energy, because it's all about emotions, right? Let me send this energy to them. Universe, please, like send them something that would make them feel softer about me. Please tell them that I asked for forgiveness. Why don't they just do it themselves? I just have to ask it that way. Five of Wands, oh, they think about it all the time. I would love to ask for it myself, but I haven't figured out how. So this could be step one of somebody who wants to ask for forgiveness, but they're like, universe, give me guidance on how to do this. Please send them the message that I want so badly to ask for their forgiveness. Would they allow me to even approach them to ask for that? This feels like the prep work is to first for them to have a conversation with the universe about this and ask the universe to help me move forward. I think I need guidance. I think myself in circles on this. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Seven of Swords. Okay, so whatever this person did, it is something, and we've got, if we look at all of these, we have exclusively fives and sevens. Both of those are numbers of change, and they're all tough cards. This is, thinking and fighting with oneself. This is feeling at a loss, feeling emptiness, feeling out in the cold. This is, again, being challenged to overcome a struggle, and this is somebody running away from that challenge or that struggle. Somebody who pretended they would follow through, and then instead they tried to dip out. So we have got, I would say that this is a person who the thing that they are struggling with so much could also be to first, um, how do I find words to say, please forgive me for this situation, for, leaving you out in the cold, for acting like I was then somehow going to fight for this, but then I actually dipped out. See, I'm wondering if somebody yo-yoed back and forth in another person's life, they and they don't know how to even go about starting to ask for forgiveness for that. All of this says they are not the same person who they were before. Fives and sevens say they were possibly at their worst at the time that they behaved this way, because I do feel like this was a push and pull energy of, I don't know how I begin to say, I'm sorry for first leaving out in the cold, then I'm sorry for acting like I was maybe going to come back in and fight for something, but then I left again. And I really, just scuttled away and dipped out and disappeared. That's kind of what I feel like this person did. It was super indecisive. They were not in a stable place. Fives and sevens are not. They're times of flux, times of change. So to try to build something when maybe they as a person were undergoing some massive like internal changes, they were very wobbly. So it wouldn't have been a good time, period. Yeah, we have the star. This is somebody who would give anything to heal, I think, the hurt or the damage that they caused because of their own wobbly energy that made them completely unstable and yo-yo back and forth. So they're asking for the universe, help me ask this person to forgive me because I actually desperately want to heal this. Do they want to heal their how their actions impacted the other individual? Is that what this is? Yeah, God, the 10 of Cups and the Page of Swords. Okay, so here's the trouble. All of that indecisive, wobbly, back and forth energy, it impacted, first off, somebody that they actually saw as their 10 of Cups, but they might also think that they impacted that person negatively and really caused some damage to their own ability to have that 10 of Cups. Now, if they want to heal this because this person is still the individual that they see as their 10 of Cups, I will say they have spent considerable time watching over this person from a distance, and they have been poring over how would I even approach them again. And they're finally so, like, I don't want to say broken down. I think they're actually finally getting some kind of, like, foothold of understanding things, because they're finally looking up, outside of themselves and saying, universe, help me, because my greatest wish, my sincerest desire is, how do I fix this? How do I fix the way I behaved in the past? How do I heal this with someone that is my 10 of Cups, the person that I most would want to have happiness with, and yet they're the person that I ran from, I left out in the cold, I dipped out, lied to. How would I go about fixing that? How would all of my instability that hurt them, how do I fix that? I don't know how to fix it. So can you help me, universe? That's what this feels like. What's the universe's answer? This is just a little private conversation between this character and the universe, from what I can tell. What is the universe's answer on this? 6 of Cups. The universe puts it right back on them and says, well, if you met a soulmate, someone who's part of your soul group, someone who was going to teach you a lesson, someone who was going to help you through a lesson, and that's why you had all those 5s and 7s, because you were in the midst of learning lessons that you didn't have the answers yet. You had not mastered this part yet. But that is a soulmate. And this is kind of like, you stole their lunch money. They were in class with you, but you cheated off their test. You weren't a very good friend to them. They gave you a lot, and you took it, and you didn't give them a ride home on the back of your bike, and you didn't share your lunch snacks with them because you were a hot mess at the time. Okay, but now go back and give them something. Give them, they gave to you during your time of need, obviously. But if they're your soulmate and you have something that you want to give to them, you can't undo what you did, but you could give to replace what you took. You can give them lunch money now. You can, give them support. You can be a good friend to them now, or lover, or whatever this is. And I kind of like the fact that the universe is like, well, it isn't really me that you need to talk to. You know what you need to do. You ran from them. Now you need to run to them. You held things at bay. You left them out in the cold. You now need to try to show up, and you need to give everything you got. I kind of think that makes pretty decent sense, that the universe is like, well, it's your energy. It's your life. We have a 4 of Swords. We have a 7 of Swords. We have the Page of Wands. There is an element here where the universe is telling them point blank to heal the fact that there were a lot of lies perhaps told, basically to restore truth, to restore some kind of, like trust between two people. That probably can't happen until you're fully healed. You can go back and you can try to give something to this person. And maybe the biggest thing, since his thoughts and explanations, is to be able to talk to that person and explain what it was, what is different about you now, what has healed out of the things that were untrue. Why would you, or the things, the times that you ran, describing why you wouldn't run now. In order to try to build some spark of understanding, this would require a lot of communication, is what it looks like to me. And communication very specifically about why'd they run, where'd they go. That all has to be explained. Where did they go when they left? And I think the universe is just kind of laying it out. It's like, you don't need to ask me to help you soften their heart towards you. You need to go in and actually take actionable steps to offer explanation, to offer yourself, and to give something to the person that seemingly you kind of took a lot from. So if you can do that, Nine of Pentacles, it will be the way for you to make them feel good about themselves again. Because if they know that they hurt somebody and made somebody feel like less than, one of the things that, they took somebody's, impacted somebody's self-esteem to a certain extent. For them to come back in and tell somebody, give them the respect, that could help make this person feel a lot better. Now, on one hand, the one thing I will say about this is that just because somebody else, this lead character that we've been talking about, behaved this way, in all honesty, this character, and we have a feminine here, it does not mean that she somehow let her self-worth be impacted at all. Because ultimately, your behavior, the way you behave, that's on you. So I don't really want to say that, oh, she must have been really sad. Oh, she must have felt like awful about herself. No, it might be, though, to give someone the respect to explain, what they were going through at the time, why they behaved the way they did. It might be just to show, like, I did respect you. My issues, I wasn't trying to insult you. It might just be they need to say that part. They need to get that off the chest. And in turn, it could make them finally start to feel better about themselves. Because this person is obviously harbored. I mean, if they're begging forgiveness first from the skies above and asking the universe to help them figure out, how would I even go about fixing the mistakes I've made with somebody that I love, somebody that is my 10 of Cups? How on earth would I even go about trying to fix that? How would I heal that? I can understand how it's like, well, there's a lot that would have to be restored, but the universe is pretty blunt about, you go talk to them. You don't talk to me about it. You go explain to them what was going on. Explain to them that you have a ton of respect for them, that you weren't trying to insult them. It doesn't mean that they were deeply insulted, but you love this person and you know that the running away somehow left them out in the cold. Then go back and give them the energy. Show them that you want to fix things. Oh, so this is a 2 of Cups. Okay, so that makes a lot more sense why this is such a, why they're wondering how to fix it, why they are focused on this, and even why they would be like imploring the universe to help them, because this is a very powerful divine connection. And of every kind of connection on earth, the one to flub is the one that matters the most. I can understand why they are feeling like they need to reach to the divine, like, please help me, something stronger than myself, please help me find the answer to this, when in fact the answer is within them. And probably the universe anyway says the only person on earth who can fix this, it's not the powers of the universe that can fix it, it's your own actions. You need to be there for your person that you love. That's the way to fix it. It's very simple. Go to your person and be present and give them the explanations and let them see that vulnerable side of you that was a hot mess, and explain and show how you're different now. Show that you want to be there for them. It's really that simple. And if you love them, your ego won't be in the way. I think what I like about this story is that the universe is making something very fixable, that this person has kind of felt like, I don't know how I could ever be forgiven. This is the person I love most, and all the things, the way I behaved, the running away, the leaving out in the cold, the pushing away the person I love most, how would I possibly get them to forgive me? And I love the fact that the universe says, by being the person who's going to be there beside them, they loved you, you love them. Fix it by going and being with them. Fix it by being all the things that you weren't before. Fix it by being present and, not leaving them again. Fix it by being the person that you couldn't be before, but also be prepared. You have to explain everything. You have to show how you're different now. But the only way to fix this is for them, not the universe, but for them to show up and be there for their person, which that right there makes it a very like, oh, so I do all the things that I should have done before. Yep, that's it. You have look at everything you did that was wrong and go do the reverse of that. I mean, it seems simple, but it's kind of nice. Um, I actually like that straightforward approach, and start with an apology and know that it could take some time to rebuild, because we have a page of cups and then we have a 3 of wands. This is the future, and this is how it's got to start. It's got to start with kind of an apology and some explanation, and then it might take time before that 2 of cups would want to welcome this person into their life and would feel safe with them again and would feel like, okay, I believe you. I think that's the biggest thing. They have to understand that this could take time. But if this is their 10 of cups, man, this person, and if they're imploring the universe, help me, ask them to forgive me. I like the fact that the universe says, no, you just need to do the things you didn't do before, and then you need to patiently rebuild the trust. That's what this is all about. It's better than the lip service of, okay, fine, I forgive you, because that's not what they want anyway. They don't want forgiveness. They want to be loved again, and they want to be with this person. So they need more than forgiveness. They need to rebuild the connection, the trust, all of the things. And they can't do that unless they are realizing, I need to actually physically be there. I need to physically show that I'm present. I liked the remedy on this one because it made a lot of sense. All right, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing.